Go do what you want. Hi.
How are you?
How are you? I am super fantastic.
Girl, I am happy. This is the third week in a row that we are actually doing this. I cannot.
This is our 3-week anniversary. And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in. When you're looking at me when I'm walking past the mirror. You guys know, like, as soon as we start these, honey, look, I got my Periscope right here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm going to have to hold it because I'm outside, so I got to hold my Periscope now.
It's
But,
understandable.
huh?
I said I understand.
Woo, just fine. Hi, Periscopers. So, listen, I'm excited.
I am too very, very ecstatic.
You guys know, like, as soon as we get on, we have to listen to our inspirational music. Like, this is that stuff. And for some reason, you guys, I absolutely love Mary J. Blige. You hear me?
Yes.
So don't forget, see, we online right now. We jamming. So it's time for you guys to go ahead and push that share button and start inviting people to come hang with us. You know, we're excited.
We got some good stuff for you.
Look, don't judge me.
Let me pat my weed. Let me pat my weed. I didn't make sure.
My life's just fine. Woo! And I can't sing, so don't. Look, I know I can't sing. Don't talk about me out there, y'all. Don't talk about me.
They ain't worrying about that. They just trying to hear a good word today, okay?
You gotta tell them, listen. Don't let them slow you down, y'all.
We all can do this all the time.
Remember, share. Invite. What time is it right now? Hey, it is 1.
Just a little bit.
All the things. Hey. Wait, look at this.
Hey, you remember this? The cabbage patch. You remember this?
Oh, wait, hold up. What is it? Man, I would get up and do the Tootsie Roll. Y'all ain't ready. Hey. So I like what I see when I'm looking at me and I'm walking past the mirror.
Hey,
The time of my life. You ain't jamming over there? I don't see you jamming.
girl, I'm jamming in my own little world. You feel me?
Hey. Woo. Hold on, let me stop this music. Right quick.
We ready to begin.
Let me stop this music right quick. Y'all got me over here super amped up. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull my screen up here.
Well.
Woo. Hi guys, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Author Shanell Williams-Cureton, and that on the other side, I know you guys on Periscope cannot see her, but if you follow her on Periscope at Tanisha Murden, you will be able to see her. But that is my handy dandy partner over there.
Hi, how are you? My name is Tanisha Murden, and that is my handy dandy partner, my backbone. About everything. She writes every single thing and the visionary behind a lot of things. So I just want to say thank you for all that is on board and that's coming along this journey with us. We really appreciate you. So I'm going to turn the tables back over to my partner, and we about to begin.
All right, you guys. So today's topic is about, now I do want to, before I even talk about today's topic, I do want to make sure that you guys understand the purpose of what we're doing here. Remember, the name of our brand is T.I.E Elite Network. That means transforming, inspiring, and empowering people to be better, to do better, to think better, to act better, to live a better life. And the only way we can accomplish this is by time. Which is time with you guys. That's the reason why I always say come tie with us. So last week, we had a little situation going on,
Yeah.
and yeah, we had some technical difficulties. So last week's episode actually encouraged, and it's the reason why we're doing this week's episode. Now, this was originally about balance and creating balance in your life. But after what happened last week, we felt it was necessary to talk about troubleshooting those technical difficulties of life. What you think about that, Tanisha?
I think it's a great topic that we talk about because last week was really like dysfunctional. It put us in another world. However, we still managed to get through. We fear that we wasn't going to deliver right. We feared so much. We was watching the time management. We was just thinking about a whole bunch of things, but we still push it through, and a lot of us go through that on a consistent basis. We come across a lot of things, stumbling blocks, distractions, even fear. I always talk about fear because that's how it starts in the mind. But moreover, we have to learn how to get through and continue to keep striving in spite of the distractions, in spite of what happens, in spite
But
of even if your phone messed up or whatever it may be. Go ahead, partner.
But you know what? It's so crazy because I believe that the devil, he tries it now. He been trying it. Yeah, he was like, he tried it. Yes, he tries it, and he does whatever it takes to knock you off your rocker. He tries to knock you off of your focus and really mess up your game. See, for some of you guys who were not on the last week's episode, if you go back, you can actually see the replay of the last week's episode. And when I tell you everything happened so unexpectedly, we had technical difficulties left and right. My Periscope wasn't working. The Hangout went out. It was a whole lot going on. And for a moment, we felt shaken up. Like it was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? But at the end of the day, you have to remember your purpose. You got to remember your why. You got to remember why you're doing what you're doing. And because our mission and our purpose is bigger than us, we have no choice but to get back on and go full force. Like when things like that happen, when unexpected circumstances and situations happen, what do you do? Do you really say, you know what? It's just not going to work out for me today, Or do you say, you know what? I'm going to grab this technical difficulty by the jock scrap and I'm gonna keep pushing. Like, what do you do? And for us, we decided to do what, Tanisha? What did we decide to do last week?
We listen. We got it together, pull it together, and did a real quick. I mean, it took us like 2.5 seconds to come up with another event, and we just did it. Okay, in
Yes.
spite of we had our mind made up that we was not going to allow this to happen. We were not going to allow the devil to stop us. And I look at it too. It just gave us another help me out here.
Gave us the
Gave
strength.
us
Another reason? Like, that's even more of a reason to keep going. You know the devil is on your tail like that. It is time to pick it up and keep going. That's when you pick up the pace and you do what you need to do. You got to understand that we are all here for a reason. We all have a purpose, right? So if you have a mission and a purpose and God has you here for a reason, then you know that by any means necessary, no matter what it is, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, what? Stay complacent? What? Stay in the comfortable zone? What is that? Do you?
I don't even know. I have no freaking idea at all.
What is that? We don't know what a comfort zone is. I don't even remember the last time I've been comfortable. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't understand, but I know in the Bible it talks about James 1. It says, whenever trouble comes our way, let it be an opportunity for joy. But when our faith is being tested, Listen to what I just said. Our faith is being tested. Our doors has a chance to grow. So let it grow. So that's what we did. We had faith and belief that we was gonna get this thing done and get it and move on to the next mission. That's just it. Plain and
You know
simple.
what is crazy? There's this song, I forget the guy's name. I think it's Ty Tribbett. That's his name, Ty Tribbett. And it's a gospel song and it's called I Want It All Back. And that song, I remember when I heard it the first time, girl, I was out my seat. I was like, woo! Like, guys, listen, that song, it talks about, and this is so true. It is so true. And I want to cry right now. I want to get emotional, but you got to understand, like, we're stronger than what we think. We're stronger than most people. You gotta go over and beyond the unbelievers' expectations. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Say
do
that
you
again.
not know
Say
how
that,
powerful?
say
Huh?
that again. Say that again. Because I don't think they
You
understand.
have to go over and beyond the unbelievers' expectations. What?
Mm, mm,
I'm
mm, mm.
dead. I'm dead. I'm back. What? Look, I don't put the periscope down. I'm sorry, periscopers. I'm back. I'm back. But the whole point, you guys, is the devil. He steals from us. He takes away our joy. He tries to take away, the things we live for, the things we yearn for. He takes away our dreams. For some people, they don't even dream no more. They don't dream no more because they allowed the devil to take that away from them. Like, you can't allow the devil to take back anything. I want you to declare right here and right now that, listen, you know what? I am whatever your name is, and I'm Shanell Williams-Cureton. So I'm gonna say my name. I am Shanell Williams-Cureton, and I'm taking back everything. And when I say everything, you gotta say it with conviction. Say it like you mean it. I'm taking back everything the devil stole from me because he will not profit. Ooh,
Girl, preach.
y'all better
Preach.
get it together. Don't.
I just
Look,
got chills real quick. You hear me?
yeah.
I just got
Listen,
really, really
when I tell
chills.
y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the things that we have to go through on a daily basis. Look, I done dropped my periscope again. I'm sorry, periscope. But listen, y'all don't understand the things we have to go through on a daily basis to do what we do. To make sure that we can be here, standing right here, sitting in these seats, to make sure that we can transform and inspire and empower other people to be better, to do better, to think better, to see better, and to do it for other people. We got a purpose, we got a reason, and we are here. And there is no turning back from this. This is what it is. It's one of those. Once again, Mary J. Blige, take me as I am. You understand me? Because I'm going to fight so hard for you because you are everything. You are the reason. You are my why. So therefore, I am not turning away. I am going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep striving to make sure that this message gets out. We are here for you. Every single Tanisha.
And I love it, and I love it. I just want to say thank you because you talk about what we go through every day. I go through battles every single day. It's to the point people come back in my life that I probably let go years ago. You got, family, coming against me. Financial, setbacks. You talking about somebody that a 9 to 5 job. Just not just a 9 to 5 job. I'm really ready to quit just to pursue my career because this is how important it is to me. I don't know about you, but I'm talking about for me. I go to college. I still have to study, but I'm still managed to stay up and say, you know what, Chanel, we got to do this. We got to grind. We got to do it in spite of what we go through for us to be here today, for us to we have a testimony, and I mean testimony. I'm gonna need you to talk about what you go through on a consistent basis and why you mean what you just said, for you to your why question, for you to do what you do to inspire and motivate and empower other people. I need you to give me details.
I'm just gonna say this. I receive a lot of emails. I receive a lot of inboxes from people who, they really look up to me. They read my posts because I post on a regular every single day. There's probably like very few times where I'll probably be MIA from my social media for like a couple of days, but that's the time that I need to reboot myself because as hard as we go, like, you don't understand. I have kids, I have a family. I have things that I have to do outside of what I do. So it gets difficult. imagine like you have 3 kids, and then I just took on an extra responsibility. So I'm constantly going, and then not to mention, of course, the business. I have my business. I have my brand SWC, which is Shanell Williams-Cureton, and then I also have T.I.E Elite Network. So it's a lot, you guys. I am a creator. I create things on a regular, from the flyers to the website to everything. And by the way, for you guys out there who don't know, remember, share, share, share. But we have a website. I just put it up. It is up and running now, and it's called TIEEliteNetwork.com. Go to TIEEliteNetwork.com. Subscribe, join the newsletter, register for the webisodes. That you can go there, get all the updates, make sure you're in the loop. So every time we have a new webisode, you can join in. And also, we're gonna also put up the previous webisodes as well, so you guys can actually just go to the website and view the webisodes instead of having to, go to YouTube and look at the previous webisodes. But man, you guys, we go through a lot. We go through a lot on a daily basis. Like I said, from the kids, from school to, my business. And I wear so many different hats. I'm always creating. I'm an author. I write. It's time consuming. I'm in a situation where my time is very limited. It is limited. And when things get in the way and they play with my time, I can only think about how the devil, when I say he steals a lot of things, you guys. He will steal your energy. He will steal your energy, which will cause him to steal your time and take you away from what you need to be doing. You get so drained sometimes. You get tired of fighting. You don't want to keep going. You want to just give up and say, you know what, I throw in the towel. That's it. I'm done. But guess what? You weren't built to break.
Well,
I have a poem out there, and I'm a poet too. Look, I got so many hats, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. I have a poem, and at the end of the poem, it says, "Take this poem as a token that could." No, it says, "Remember that God made you to bend, not break. So take this poem as a token that could have been you almost broken." Like, you guys, check out my stuff. It's crazy. But the whole point is we weren't made to break. We're human beings. We weren't made to break. We're stronger than we think. I think that a lot of people don't realize, and I always say this, you don't realize your power, but you'll never know what you can and can't do until you actually go out there and try it. As a matter of fact, if there's something that you can't do, still do it, and do it to the best of your ability. But I can guarantee you, you'll get comfortable with it, and you'll get better, and that'll take you to the next level of your creativity, of your life. So, man, Tanisha, oh,
and I want to piggyback on what you mean when you say you're going through a lot of things. I want to talk about a little bit about me, because I'm gonna tell you something. A girl that has gone through what I've gone through, and I still managed to say I thank God, and I still managed to be here today, and I still managed to say I want to do this in spite of. And I'm talking about all the abuse, all the sexual, all the molestation, all the kidnap, all the rape, all the psychiatric institutions, group homes, been incarcerated. I mean, you looking at this girl right here, and I'm still managed to say I got to keep pushing. I got to do it. I got to move. I have purpose. I have a vision, and I wear many hats. However, and sometimes I get weak. I be in my own little mind, create my own little thoughts, talking about I ain't doing this. Nah, nah. I want to stop here. I like the sometimes I like the mobile in my own mess. But you know what? You have to have accountable department. You have to have someone that can hold you accountable for anything you do. Like Shanell. This is what she tells me. You doing what? Hello. We don't do this. We don't know. We got a purpose. We not here to be crying about where we not at right now. Get up out your bed and let's get it. And that's what she do. And I do the same thing with her. When she said, man, I don't feel like, I said, not too long ago, we just did that day before yesterday. I said, oh, we slipping. We slipping real hard.
And what I said, no, you're slipping, Look, neither here nor there. The whole point is, no matter what the situation, we ain't giving up. That's just it. We're not giving up. We're still here. We're still going strong. And man, you guys, it's one thing, and that's why we talk about troubleshooting these problems, you have to really dig within yourself, because that energy that you're lacking, it could be you're just one idea away from regaining all that back. You ever was so interested and ready to do something that all of a sudden you probably was drained before you probably thought of this amazing idea. But as soon as you thought about it, you ever just thought about something that was like, oh my god, and you can't sleep because now it's time to put it into action. It's time to keep going. Like, man, a lot of nights I can't sleep, and it's not just because Tanisha don't let me sleep, but neither here nor there. I can't sleep because I know that I have so much that I have to do. From the creations to the proposals to, oh my god, like, you guys don't.
Even websites. I mean, you listen. Behind every strong person is a good visionary. So and I love it, the fact that you continue to do what you do. Even when somebody take away from you. You feel what I'm saying? You still manage, girl, let me do this anyway. Okay. Even if it's taking up my time from doing what you had already planned. It's been times when we supposed to been doing something and you up here helping someone else out. But I understood. You feel what I'm saying? I understood though.
Yeah. I mean, and it's so crazy because I had a situation where I actually helped a friend out, and they didn't care about what I had to do on the flip side of things. This is just another situation of how things will come into your way and kind of take you off of what you need to be doing, because I have a lot of work that I have to do on my end of things for my own business and what we got going on here. So it's like it's not easy for me to take my attention off of what I need to be doing and then just go over here and just start doing this over here. And when I'm a person to a point where I would give my last. Like, if someone needs my help, I don't come and say, you know what, how can you help me? I come and say, how can I help you? This is not about me. It's never about me. Nothing is about me. I'm here to be of service. That's my purpose, to be here of service. So it's not to go looking for service. It's to be of service. So girl, look.
Well, you still want to explain what happened, and why, and what happened in order for you to say that you stopped doing what you supposed to have done to assist someone else out, and they didn't appreciate it, but you still did it anyway, and then you got right back on track. How about you clap back real quick and got back on top of your job? So I really want you to explain that part.
Well, it's so crazy because I pride myself on setting goals, and a goal is not really a goal if it don't have a set date behind it. So you better put a date behind that thing and say, listen, I'm going to reach this particular thing or get this particular thing done by XYZ date. You get what I'm saying? A goal isn't a goal until you set a date. So I would set a date, and I will, plan to have something finished by that date. No matter what it is that comes in the middle of, from here to then, you got to understand that life is full of surprises. It's full of unexpected situations. And I have this little saying where, well, I'm gonna get on that later, but it's full of unexpected situations. And I always say, I'm gonna go ahead and say it: expect the expected.
Mm.
I had to take a pause on that one. I had to pause. I'm dead. I'm back. What? I had to take a pause on that one because you have to expect the expected. They say expect the unexpected. No, expect the expected. You can expect the unexpected too, but expect the expected. I'm not saying that you can't trust people or you can't trust things, but you have to know that people don't care as much as you do about what you have going on. Note to self. People don't care as much as you do about what you have going on. So you got to always make sure that no matter if you step off just a little bit, you know that you got to go even extra harder for yourself. Because I'm the type, look, if I go and make somebody a design or something like that, and it look better than mine, I got work to do. Cause no, and not to say that it's just the whole point of You got to go extra hard for yourself too. Just as hard as you go for other people, you also have to do that for yourself, and give yourself and your business or whatever it is that you're out there doing, give yourself time. Give yourself that time, because you can't continue to just give time to other people and forget about you. I know that I said earlier, and I mean this, like, I am a service to you. I am here because of you. You are my wife, but understand that if you don't take care of yourself first, how can you take care of somebody else? How can I take care of you, or how can I give you my best if I'm not keeping myself up? How can I do that? How can I give you my best if I'm not healthy? You see this background you see right now? I'm at the lake. There's a trail that goes around this lake, and it goes all the way around this park. And when I tell you that trail, I believe it's like a mile and a half long. I do 4 laps. Hey, health, wealth, spirituality, and relationships is all there. You got to create that abundance everywhere you can get it. And that's the only way you can really see true happiness. So that's what I do. I have to make sure that I do, and I give myself 110%, if not more. I would never downplay myself because I taken out the time to assist someone else. If that means that I have to take a step away from the computer for like a couple of minutes, or a couple of hours, just to get myself back focused. Because I got to tell you guys, once I get on these computers and I get on my computers and I get to work, it's draining. Like, it's something that I love to do. I have so much fun doing what I do, but it is very draining. And people would think that sitting in front of a computer all day is not hard work. I mean, but you got to understand too, we do travel. You get what I'm saying? So we're not just sitting in front of the computer. We're not, but we have our computers with us all the time. So imagine how draining that is. Your mind has its own, I guess you can call it, like, instead of me doing like this physical exercise, I can run laps around this track all day, and I can be exhausted from running. But guess what? Your mind run laps too. You're thinking, and when you're constantly thinking, you don't give yourself that time to have that break, then you become mentally tired. You become mentally drained, and at that point, you're not thinking to your full capacity. You're not thinking to your full capability. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be able to bring yourself to a point where you're not killing yourself. Don't stress yourself out. You can't. Don't kill yourself. Life is one of those things where we go through it, and it's only what you make it. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I mean that wholeheartedly. The way you see things, the way you think about things, the way you respond to things, all of those things play a key role in your happiness and how you're going to live. Are you going to live a happy life, or are you going to allow yourself to be drained by life circumstances, those unexpected issues? This is how you troubleshoot. You troubleshoot it by looking at these situations, looking at these difficulties from a different perspective. Figure out what you need to do to go in there and make it right. And don't think that it's all negative, because to be honest, I'm starting to believe now that there is nothing in this world that could possibly be negative that may happen to you. Everything has a positive lesson out of it. And if you can pull that lesson, you can pull that gratitude. You can be thankful for even having experienced that. And that's where your happiness will come from. If you can't find thanks, if you can't be thankful or show that gratitude towards whatever it is, I can guarantee you will always find yourself in a messed up situation. You will always be unhappy. You'll always, play the victim role. In most situations, there are 3 sides to every story. There's his side, and I'm just going to use him and her just because, but there's his side, her side, and the truth. So everybody got their own little side, but you got to put yourself outside that box, and you got to look at it like this. Okay, well, this person may have done this, and this, but you know what? I played my role too. I'm X, Y, and Z. Take accountability for your own situation. Take accountability for your own actions that you played in that part. You understand what I'm saying? So just be a bit open-minded is all I'm saying. Be open-minded, because none of us innocent. Huh?
I said something about everything, and that comes with don't set limitations on yourself. That's the key that we always do. And another thing that I always say to myself, stop trying to hold on to dead weight that's gonna cause you heartaches and pains. Mm.
Woo! I'm dead again. I'm back. Go ahead.
You
Keep it
did you
going.
just nod off for me? Did you just
I just
nod
got.
off?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Right. And also, I really, this is one thing, another thing that I always look at, accept who you are becoming and stop running from who you are.
Stop running from who you are. Oh, that was a good one. What you
It
say?
was, wasn't it? Because
What you?
sometimes we running from the greatness that we had that lies within us. Sometimes we are afraid to step in our purpose. Sometimes we running from our vision. And God gonna keep, listen, hold on. God gonna keep bringing that joint right back in front of your face. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna slide off to the left, you're gonna slide off to the right, but trust and believe you're gonna get right back on that narrow path when you. So stop setting limitations on yourself. Learn how to love self, learn how to like yourself, learn how to go to the movies. And I keep talking about this. And learn how to do things that you enjoy doing in order for you to enjoy doing something else for someone else. Did
She
I just
said
say that?
running. I'm sorry. I've been listening to everything you were saying.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
listening to everything you were saying, sweetie. But you know the one thing that just stuck with me though?
which one is that one? Tell me.
Stop running from your greatness.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I can't like.
I'm about to go to sleep.
I can't deal with you right now. I can't. I'm not dealing with you. Listen, you guys. You know when let me break down what it means to stop running from your greatness. I'm kind of just gonna give you a little example. I'm coming up with one right off the top of my noggin. You know how there's something you should be doing, you supposed to be
Mm.
doing, but then you be like, but then you be like, I'm not gonna do it, or I'm scared. There go that fear factor. What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? Are you
Self.
afraid of you? Are you? I'm lost. Like, are you judging yourself?
Mm.
Think about it, because we sometimes people spend more time worrying about other people judging them, but 9 times out of 10 you judging yourself. Like,
No.
if you can sit up here and stress yourself about what the next person has to say about you, has it ever occurred to you that maybe just a smaller part of you believes that what they're saying is true?
Mm.
That's the problem. Because,
Mm.
see, you can say anything about me, but if it ain't true, like, why should it matter to me that you said that? I mean, come on, let's be honest. I mean, there has to be some sort of issue wrong with you. So you have to put yourself in that position. You got to take yourself out of the equation. Like, stop running from yourself. Like, you have everything you need. God
Mm.
is God
Mm.
has equipped you with everything you need. Everything is in your DNA. It's already in your membrane. It's already in your veins. It's everything you are on the inside, which is the very thing that many people either don't know, don't show, or they won't accept it. Accept your greatness. But
Mm.
on the
Mm.
outside, a lot of people are smiling because they want to put on this front, this facade, as if everything is all good, but you hurting. Like,
I
when
call that representative. That's what I call that. I call that a representative.
when
What
when
you
do when do you decide that you don't want to be hurt anymore? When do you decide that you finally want to be happy? There
mm.
comes a point where you got to give it all up. You got to make some sacrifices. You may not even be ready for them sacrifices, but you still got to make them. Troubleshooting technical difficulties causes you to have to make sacrifices at times.
Hold on. You said sacrifice though? Wait.
Sacrifice. You got
Because a lot of people don't understand what I mean sacrifice. I mean sacrifice cannot. It don't necessarily have to be coin. You know that moolah, that cheddar that we get. It could be time. It could be food. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be letting go of this cell phone. It could be dropping out a relationship that you know daggone well you shouldn't even be in. Did I
bingo.
just say that? Did I
You
just say that though?
say it
Sacrifice.
again. Say it
Instead
again.
of that soda that you be getting every day, You better go pick up a bottle of water. It's free. You can go right to your sink and go put it in the cup.
Wow.
Mm, girl. Hell
Listen,
no. Mm,
sacrificing is like, I think sacrificing is like one of the biggest things, because a lot of the things that we hold so near and dear, a lot of the things that we hold so close, like the reality is 9 times out of 10 those are the things we need to be letting go, because they're hindering your growth, they're hindering your ability to expand your mentality and expand yourself and expand your life. They're hindering your ability to expand who you are. Like everybody, I think, as a child, because we look at TV and all this other stuff. Everybody has this vision or this picture. Dreamers. Everybody used to dream as a kid, but a lot of people don't even want to admit that. Like as a
gosh.
child, you had this dream and this vision of who you wanted to be when you grew up, right? Right.
Mm,
So what ended up happening was you allow other people to come in and take those dreams away sometimes. But there are those people out there who never lost that vision. You got to be willing to sacrifice whatever it is in your surroundings to become that person that you always dreamed you can be. Like
mm,
you want to be a police officer or a firefighter or something like that, but you may feel like you're a little overweight. But guess what? Go to the track, go run a little bit. Do
mm.
whatever it takes. Sacrifice that pizza. Sacrifice that chicken wing.
I love that chicken wing. Okay, don't talk about my chicken wing.
I
That's
don't like chicken, not
that's
fried chicken. I
my
like
chicken.
eating chicken. But see,
Mm,
the point is, you got to sacrifice some things. Sacrifice fire foods. Maybe you can
mm,
still have a chicken wing, but this time make it baked. You know what I'm saying? Like there are ways around everything, and you have to be willing to put down some stuff in order to go to the next level. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to say no to? Just don't say
mm.
no to yourself. Is all I'm saying. Don't say no to yourself.
Well,
Don't
well.
don't defy yourself of the future that you should be living. I mean, come on. No one wants to be unhappy. No one wants to be, in a space where they can't be themselves. Be yourself, but be the best self that you can be. Is all I'm saying.
Well, and
Who
you
am I?
know what else I was just thinking about too when you said about dream. You know, when I was a kid, let me tell you what I used to dream about. I used to dream about being in a magazine, right? Hold on, check this out. And owning my own shop. But let me tell you how God works, right? He allowed things to happen in my life in order for me to be doing what I'm doing today. However, I still did not let my dream die. Later on down the line, I'll probably open up my shop. Later on down the line, girl, you're gonna see me in the magazine. Later on down the line, you're gonna see me, doing stuff that I always wanted to do. But I will always dream big. My eyes are gonna be open. I don't care. We dream big every day, me and you. But trust me, we're gonna get it happen. We got 4 months to get what we got to do. 4 months. Did you just say what I just said? 4 months until April comes.
I'm ready.
April. They don't even want to know about April yet.
What's going on in April, girl? Tell them what's going on. I want to know what's going on in April.
Mm, mm, mm. We are doing a tour, okay, honey?
Where
We
we
hit
going?
and your city, and some more cities, okay? We
Not
gonna
your
start
city,
with
your city, your
Atlanta. We're gonna do from Atlanta. We're gonna go to North Carolina, from North Carolina, New York, DC, and then we're gonna do it all over again. We're gonna hit Houston, Texas. We might even go to Bahamas on a cruise. You feel me?
Hey, listen, y'all just be looking out for us because we're coming and we're coming strong. Like, y'all just don't know. It's about to get really real out here. And when I tell you, like, we're on a mission, a mission, a mission. Like,
Two peas in a pot. They ain't ready for us. Let me say, they ain't ready because when we walk, we're gonna walk hard and we're gonna walk gracefully and humbly. And that's what a lot of people needs to do.
yeah.
Humble. And matter of fact, and do not forget where you came from. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us forget where we come from because we probably see so much money. Girl, we probably don't open up
Did
four,
you
five.
say money?
Girl, I said money.
Some
It's
money.
girl, you see what it just did? It just blind me. Okay. We get blinded by that. We get blinded by the fame, the fortune. That's what we do. We get blinded by stuff like that. But and always forget when we used to sleep on that concrete, when we used to be homeless, roaches are probably in your house, you know what I mean, smoking, out here in the streets trying to find a nickel and dime. We forget those things. So I'm here to remind you that regardless of what you do in life, never forget where you come from and walk humble and be grateful and thankful. I'm sorry, I just needed to do that. I just needed to say that. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut
Well,
up.
that was a very important part, though. You can't forget where you come from. I think a lot of people who get real cocky and arrogant because
Mm,
of their stature, because of where they are now in life, those are the ones that lose focus real quick. Those are the ones that lost focus real quick. That's what I'm gonna say. They lost focus because at one point you were on track, and all of a sudden, boom, it hits you. Now you're out of it. Like, I think there was a meme. I think it was called meme. That's what they are, meme photos.
mm.
Yeah, there was a meme photo that said something that saying something that uh, it doesn't matter how much you make, money doesn't make you a leader.
Mm.
I said, what? I gotta share this right now.
But
I gotta
a
share
great
this
leader,
right.
though, a great leader. Hold on, bro. I'm sorry, but a great leader is a. They always say this. A great leader is a good follower.
You gotta follow at some point. I mean, that's the only way you can really take notes and really learn how to be the best or get to the best, and get on that level. The reality is, I know, like, for me, I take notes all the time. Like, I think, oh, it was so crazy for me, you guys. It was like probably about a month or so ago, we were doing the Lisa Nichols I Am My Own Rescue Challenge. And Tanisha and I actually met each other. How long ago was that?
Girls
Was it?
claim like we known each other like 10 years, but it was only 2 months. Okay.
It was about 2 months. Okay, so that's where I met Tanisha. And during the I Am My Own Rescue Challenge, girl, during the I Am My Own Rescue Challenge, I can remember, like, it was one of those experiences where you really had to put yourself out there. Like, it took things to a whole nother level. And for me, at that time, I was really looking into the law of attraction, and I was looking into it really hard and trying to figure out, okay, so what's this about? And I had a friend who actually introduced me to Lisa Nichols. So it was so crazy because I was very hard on this law of attraction, and I'm like, I gotta get more info. So the more I studied it, the more I learned that we have the power over our lives. Like, we are very powerful beings. And I started to realize that I can have anything that I wanted. And this was way before, 2 months ago. I mean, of course, I've been studying it for a while because I was introduced to Lisa Nichols like a few years ago. However, it's a very important part to me because when we're discussing the law of attraction, I remember sitting at home and I was on my Instagram, and I put up my posts, you guys. I post all the time, and Lisa Nichols actually came to my status. This was before she even started the I Am My Own Rescue Challenge. She came to my Instagram page and she started liking like a lot of my photos. So I'm like, oh my god, like I'm excited, keep my composure. But I was super excited. But it was what I put out. What you put out is what you get back.
Hmm.
I think that if we realize that and understand the power that it has, that's when a lot of people will really start to reap what they sow. Because a lot of people, you'll put something out, but then you'll have these doubts that it might not work. Baby, where's your confidence? When you put something out, have confidence and know that, you know what, I did the best that I can do. I know this is going to work out. And guess what? It's going to work out, and it's going to work out in your favor. It's going to work out because you believed it would. Just the faith you have in God to know that God is going to take care of everything no matter what.
Hmm.
I need you to have faith in whatever it is that you put out. Put it out there. Know that God is going to make it happen, and that's what it is. So it's a powerful thing, man. And I promise you, like, ever since that day, I've been noticing little things, but it's amazing, amazing thing, you guys. when you put something out there, be willing to not only put in the work that it takes, because that's another thing. You can't put something out there
Mhm.
and not have the confidence, or let's say you do have the confidence that it's gonna work. You put something out there, you got the confidence that it's gonna work, but you don't put no more work in.
Hmm.
That's like us launching T.I.E Elite Network and saying, you know what, it's out there. That's it.
But that's it. But we have to put that work in order for us to, see the glory out of it. I mean, and just see how it goes. I'm not gonna say glory. I didn't mean to say that, girl.
But the results, I mean, but that's the thing. I
Oh,
I receive uh I receive I receive happiness and fulfillment when we're serving our purpose. So I wouldn't even take away the word glorified. It's but I'm just look, I'm excited just to know
I'm
that what we do
about it.
has a purpose behind it, and we're serving that, and we're on that mission.
Mm.
Listen, you guys, this is only the beginning. We didn't even scratch the tip of the surface. We didn't even scratch the tip of the surface yet. This is the beginning. This is Webisode number 3. And I'm telling you, invite your friends, invite your family, invite your significant others. Invite your children, because our next week episode is going to be geared towards our teens, young teens from the ages of, I believe we're going to do 15 and up to maybe 18 or 19 or 19. 15 to 19, have them jump on, because I'm telling you, it's getting real around this camp.
They ain't
It's
ready. They
real,
ain't
real.
ready.
And we
Okay.
have we got a little guest speaker coming on that time. So look, it's gonna get real, and we're gonna put it out there, because kids have their own little way of doing things, and sometimes the parents don't necessarily understand that. And sometimes the kids don't necessarily understand the parents. So it's about time to start addressing some issues, because in order to transform, inspire, and empower, we got to start with the youth. We got to go to the source, because remember, for those people out there who may have been through some things, I've had my own share. I've had my fair share of domestic violence abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse. I've had my fair share of that. But understand that happened to me when I was a kid, but it kind of traveled up into my older years. But remember, it starts from the children. If we can get it from the root, we can change a lot of stuff coming forward. But you gotta be willing to make those changes. So I invite you guys to come out, bring your kids, have them get on. We're online. This is live. I don't care where you are. You could be at home. You can be at the park, at the lake or something. You can be on vacation. Wherever you are, log in, subscribe to our YouTube channel here at T.I.E Elite Network. Go follow us on Instagram at T.I.E_Elite_Network. Go follow us on Twitter at T.I.E Elite. Go follow us. Subscribe, like, comment, share. We want to hear from y'all. We want to know how you guys feel about what it is that we do. We want to know how you guys feel about the information. Like, do you take something away from that? Because there's always a message in everything. And today's message is talking about troubleshooting life's issues. How do you troubleshoot? How do you navigate around all of that? It's all up here, though. It starts up here. It's in your mind. It's in your mind. How do you do that? Only you know. And the reality is, we all hold our own blueprint. You know what you need to be doing. You know what you're supposed to be doing. It's you that's holding you back from doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's all I'm
Mm.
saying.
Girl, I get tired when I keep hearing. I get tired when I keep hearing that. It's me. What is me? Maybe I need to look in the mirror and check what's me. What's wrong with me? Let me look at
Listen,
my eyeballs to see if I'm seeing clear. Let me look at what's going on with my nose, or my lips, my eyes, and whatever it is. You have to get tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of self.
But
Stop
you know what?
judging.
That moment, and we can never judge when that moment comes, because
Mm.
that moment comes at any time. When I tell you, some people look at some people and they're looking at their lives and they're judging them. They're like, listen, like you ain't tired, like you ain't over it. Like when is enough gonna be enough? But you gotta understand that everybody has their own stress level. Like there comes a point where just because you feel like that person should leave, and we're gonna look at it as a relationship, because I think that that's or even in business, whatever the situation may be, some people are being used and abused when it comes down to business purposes. When are you going to say enough is enough? But you know how much you can take. That is right. You never know. And only you know how much you are going to take. Only you know how much you can actually deal with when it comes down to that stuff. And we never know the time frame that it's going to take for you to finally say, you know what, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towels. That's it. No more.
Wash your hands.
Personally, me
Mentally.
personally, I know that I have one of those things where I'm not gonna sit up here and say what I will and won't do, because a lot of times I think we judge situations, we judge each other, and we say, "Oh, girl, if that was me, oh boy, if that was me, I wouldn't have did that." But the reality is, how you know? You ever been in that situation before? I mean, and then
Gee,
let's be honest. Some people probably have been in that situation, right? Some people probably have been in that situation and made the same decisions that you made, and you be like, "Didn't you did that too? How you
mhm.
gonna come and judge me?" Listen, keep your judgmental stuff to yourself, and support that person. Lend out a helping hand. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how long it takes. Some people some people just need to know that they have someone, that somebody is there. And when you leave those people hanging high and dry, come on.
Mm.
That's why we got suicidal rates go up. People feel like they don't have nobody to talk to, because every time they talk to people, people are always judging them. Stop being so judgmental. People don't come to you to hear your opinions about what they're going through in life.
Girl, wait. What about this? Somebody did that to me before. I was going through a situation and I just needed someone to listen to me. And instead of them listening, they was shouting me down. You don't need to be thinking like that. You don't need to do this, this, and that. I was like, ma'am, I just want to vent. And
That's
you
it.
know what that did to me? It shut me out from reaching out to other people because I felt like they was gonna do the same exact thing that she just did to me.
But you know
Judge.
what? And the problem with feeling like you can't reach out, that's the problem with. That's why and it comes like that when we're talking about the children. A lot of the children don't necessarily want to reach out because they know that their parents or whoever it is that they're talking to, or some of them feel like they're gonna get in trouble. Either people are not gonna listen, you're not gonna really hear them out, or they're probably gonna get in trouble. Who wants to get in trouble? Who wants to feel like they did something bad, like they did something terribly wrong? Sometimes it's not about making them feel like they did something terribly wrong. It's about getting them to understand that every decision that they make has a reaction. Like there's a reaction to every action that happens, and this is the consequences. So you got to start viewing things in a different realm. So that's how I feel about it. That's
For
how I,
judgmental.
huh?
You say that's how you feel about being judgmental.
Yeah, I mean, it's from every standpoint. I'm talking about when we're dealing with the kids as well. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
kids don't
Oh
want to
yeah.
speak up, and when people can't, if they can't talk to you because you're being so judgmental, that's one of the things that cause these kids. These are little kids. These little kids to commit suicide, to
But
want to die.
girl, but girl, check this out. You know one thing that I do not like, when it comes down to children, and I have to speak upon this. Women need to stop belittling these men. And I mean that women really need to stop belittling these men. Allow that child's father to be in their life. No matter what comes, no matter what goes, no matter what y'all go through, any trials and tribulations, do not take that child away from that father.
Well, see, here's the thing. I feel that if you're doing it for the safety of the child, if you have imminent reason, like something very serious, I think it's okay.
I
Because
mean, that's when you're talking about being serious. But
yeah,
I'm talking about women.
if you're talking about being petty, then
Yeah,
that's something totally different.
that's
You
what I'm
mad
talking
because he
about.
don't want to be with you, then that's like, oh no, I don't get that.
Yeah,
I'm
and
with
that's what we're talking about. Because kids don't want to feel like they want to come to you and talk to you because, especially how they feeling about it could be about anything about their dad not being in their life, or it could be about I like this guy. Just any little thing. Don't take away from your child. I don't care what you do. Stand by your child, love your child, give your child inner peace, guide your child the correct way. Don't lead your child down the wrong path. And sometimes we do that because we lost ourselves. But let me
you.
let you get back on, girl. I gotta stop talking. I gotta stop talking. I just got.
Well, I know you guys probably. I know she's before we started this webisode. Tanisha was like, "You need to take them glasses off. Your glasses are too dark." Well, guess what, you guys? The reason why my glasses are dark like this, I have transitional lenses. So anytime I step outside in this sunlight or something like that, my lenses will, they'll darken up. But, you know, I think they're pretty cool. Y'all like them? You like them over there on Periscope? You like my glasses? Yeah. Thank you. But Periscope loves it, so I think I made the right choice to keep my glasses on. Um,
Okay.
However, you guys, I am super excited. I'm happy. I want to thank you. Yes, transitionals are the best. You hear me?
Well, listen, don't judge me because I got them too. But check this out. When I leave that house, I may put my contacts on, girl. Cause
So let me tell. I gotta tell them about this funny thing, right? This is so funny that she mentions her contacts. Okay, so Tanisha put up a photo on Facebook, right? And I was looking at the photo. I was like, "Dang, her eyes are real pretty, right?" So then I was like, I ended up calling her, and I was like, Tanisha. I was like, "Did you see my comment on your photo?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Girl, are those your real eyes?" And she was like, yeah. And I was like, girl, you are lying. Those cannot be a real. She was like, just go. And this how she gets me, right? Because she knew she was just playing with me when she told me they were. So she was like, just go look at my other photos. Now, y'all know I went to go look at them other photos and they were not the same color. I was like, that's a little, listen, she had me fooled, you guys, but girl, I wish I could wear some contacts, but I can't. I cannot do contacts. I do not like the way they feel in my eyes. I want to sometimes, but I don't like the way they feel. So I know personally, you guys, I can't do no contacts. But you know, that's just my own personal little preference over here. I prefer to wear my designer glasses. Keep it all fancy. I change them up from here to there. So I like my little glasses.
mm,
Put glasses over contacts any day. Bow.
Bullshit.
Look,
Nobody
shatterproof
like broke.
transitional. So you guys, it is wrapping up to that time. It is, you know, the time is actually going by. It's like 3:50 something. Like I think it's like 3:57. So we only have like 3 more minutes. But I will say this, you guys. Remember, when it comes down to troubleshooting your life, you have to start with you. That's the
Mm.
ultimate thing. You have to start with you. You have to be willing to make those sacrifices. You have to be willing to go that extra mile to become the person that you desire to be. That person you dreamed about, remember, when you was a kid. Understand that you have the power to create the reality that you want to live. Fear, don't allow it to be your enemy. Delete fear from your memory. Listen, I always have this thing, and I think I said it on the very, very first episode. I said fear and failure doesn't exist. When you can accept that and really just take that in, I think at that point you'll realize that there's no reason to feel less than. There's no reason to feel like you can't do something. You'll always have that confidence that no matter what it is that you do, you're going to do a great job. You're gonna be better than anybody that's probably ever done it. Which I think sometimes that could be overdoing it, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, you did it the best of your own ability. You did what you needed to do to get to the level that you needed to get to. You're accepting that growth is positive, growth is good. Love yourself. Do what you need to do for you so you can be of service to other people. So, with that being said, you guys, remember, troubleshoot the issues, make those sacrifices, and do what you need to do. It is that time, and you guys, I am Author Shanell Williams-Cureton. Thank you for chilling with me on Periscope, you guys. Thank you for coming to hang out with us on YouTube Live and Google Hangout at T.I.E Elite Network. And remember, share, 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 share. Check out our new website at www.tieelitenetwork.com. Anything else you want to say, Tanisha?
Yeah, I just want to say I love you guys, and I hope everyone had an amazing day. I just want to say be patient, be persistent, be positive. And remember, Les Brown said, fear is illusion that we create in our minds. So, and also, stop running from your greatness. Love, 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 love yourself. Because I love me. So I just want to say thank you once again. It was another awesome, 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 awesome webisode. We will see you next week. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Tanisha Murden on Twitter, and Instagram, Buka_Jones1. And also, T.I.E_Elite_Network. Also, Author Shanell. What's your name again, girl?
She tried it. Bow. First of all, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Shanell Cureton. All of them at SHANELLCURET as in Tom, ON as in Nancy. And listen, you guys, I want to pray and I wish that each and every single one of you guys have a super fantastic day. And remember to invite your children, uh, ages 15 to 19, to next week's episode. And I also want you guys on too. So let's make it happen. And from this point forward, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I am Author Shanell Williams-Cureton. That is my handy dandy partner, Tanisha Murden. And we pray that you guys have a super fantastic day. Bye.
Bye.